Alright. We're live. It's been a few days coming off that big win against the Chargers. But we got to watch the real life football wild card weekend. What a weekend of football it was. It really was. I've just been working like a dog, but got today off. And we got some time here. Divisional round, man. So we started fresh with this Jags franchise. Madden updated the game before wild card weekend. Took over my Jags because unfortunately the first go around we had with them got deleted by the EA servers. Just trash. Is what it is. But we were blessed with a classic game versus the Chargers. Almost as good as the real life game. There was a comeback element. I got a 2-point conversion to tie it up. Touchdown at the end. We're getting shut out second half. Lawrence was just clutch at the end of the game. Pulled it out. Travis Etienne was unbelievable. And the defense got stops when they needed to. And we move on. And the Ravens upset Joe Burrow with Tyler Huntley under center. And I think it's still going to be Huntley here. Lamar's not quite healthy. They're talking if they move on to next round, he could be healthy, but it might be the Super Bowl. Or we might not see Lamar Jackson again this year, or ever in a Ravens uniform. But I think it's going to be Tyler Huntley. That's who we prepared for all week. And I always need to come out and play good ball, man. They got a really good defense. So we're going to have to play smart, disciplined ball offensively. Defensively, we got to stop the run, for sure. And that'll be a big part of this game, is the run game, both sides. Who can control the trenches, who can win up front. It's kind of crazy that the Jags sneak in the playoffs and they get 2 home playoff games. It's just how it shook out with the bracket. Just so many upsets and everything. One sec, we'll get it going. Here we go. Duval County gets another home playoff game Saturday night.
Madden football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since his franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gault. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No 2 games ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
Here we go, Duval. Come out on defense first.
for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
The Eagles won earlier, no surprise. Seattle upset the Niners, man. It was just upsets galore in the wild card round.
They're led out by an electric third-year player from the University of
Huntley.
Utah, Tyler Huntley.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But Charles, as
That's what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and let the ball roll.
To this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's
With Lamar, we would play conservative on the option, but
get ready for the playoffs. Make your move then.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Huntley to throw.
get him. Oh, we got to pick that. Oh, we got to pick that, guys. Shit.
They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
To throw, Huntley.
Get him, Muma. Here we go. Here we go, D.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
Let's go. We're going to let it roll right here. First play, Drew.
He's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. ETN once more. And this defense not giving him anything there.
Gosh, this Ravens defense is tough.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that.
It's not going to be easy today.
The sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan.
Hell yeah, Trevor. What a stick in there. Just stood in there, took a shot, and delivered a beauty. Let's go.
Seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in.
Do you need a pair of shoes either for tomorrow night or for the wedding?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, you got good shoes?
Yeah.
Lawrence going to keep it again.
No, I don't.
That one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice
Let's go,
job there,
Jags.
only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Damn.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
There we go.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Just good shit right there.
Right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down,
Oh my
here's
gosh.
ETN. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Cornerback just came in so hot.
With a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply
They must have had a corner
defense.
blitz
this 3rd
on.
down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't
We're
stop
going
them at all
for
from
it.
understanding what was going on when they
I
decided
called
to run
that.
the
I
football,
audible to
and
that
they just
run
swore.
knowing this is
They
4
stopped them for
downs.
almost no gain.
Confident that Kurt can get open on this route.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
Yes, let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first
That's
down
our guy
yardage.
right there.
We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Lawrence on the
Easy.
sneak. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Jags are on the board.
Easy money.
In this division round matchup.
That's how you set the tone. Come out at home, get a 3 and out, come down.
Defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning into points on their side.
Big boy football, Drew. 12-play drive. Duval.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
He's going to keep this again.
Here we go.
He stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Huntley. Escaping the pressure.
Oh, man.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll get it all the way
Play by
5
Huntley.
yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. And his throw is incomplete. It certainly appears that they're going to try to
Put some heat on Huntley. He's not gonna, we're not going to let him just sit back there.
Yeah, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert.
Come on, Jags.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper.
I'm trying to let the bone roll on me, Drew. I'm not having it.
As a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Buying time to his left.
Here we go, D.
That is incomplete.
I got Tucker. He can probably make this.
Extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Damn.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go. We're going to stick with ETN because we think he can pop one. Good quarter.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I was trying to just hand it off. I guess I have to press X.
Losing yardage back at the 35.
Sucks.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this one
go.
to Zay Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 43. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chuck Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It's a tough call, man. I think we go for it.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete.
Let's go, baby.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Damn, should have kept that inside probably.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Yeah.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown.
Boom.
Zay Jones, a 5-yard touchdown.
The boy Zay, 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence. I love what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing. This is a really good defense he's going against. 2 critical fourth down conversions of being aggressive. Doug Big Balls Peterson.
Patterson now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3.
They play like this, they're going to beat the Chiefs. Duval.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Huntley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From from the gun on third down. Huntley. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Come on, D.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They run the option here on
Let's
first
go.
and 10.
That'll boy Trayvon.
Goes nowhere. Losing yardage
Blew that up. That's why you're the #1 pick.
Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off play action. Huntley. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Pass on the crossing route is complete.
Damn.
This is Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3.
Trying to let the ball roll on me. I ain't going to have
Well, they
it.
didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Huntley.
Gosh.
This is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
We go, D. We'll take that.
Because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And right now they're they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Lawrence running right on the option.
Let's go. Oh boy, Trevor. Lucky we didn't get a hold right there. Be a good block by Ingram downfield. Let's go get another touchdown.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent too saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were
We had the dig open. Had that dig open.
Incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence.
We had him. Just needed some time.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Got it.
Patterson's kick
Good
is
boy.
good. Extend their lead here to 17-6.
You know, I put the accuracy slider at 35, and I kind of would hope Madden in future games, if I miss it that badly, you know, maybe that's a miss. I just think kicks are too easy in this game. I'd like to see some more misses from me and the computer. Well, we scored all 3 possessions. Let's not give up anything cheap here. Let's go to halftime up 11, getting the ball back. Start of the 3rd. Come on, D.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. To throw, Huntley. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Huntley's throw into the hands of Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
Huntley to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left.
They're not gonna
get to the line quick. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They
gonna get this off.
They
didn't get it off. Yes. Oh my God. Why didn't they go spike it? John Harbaugh.
South of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, this is the 2nd of 4 games this weekend.
They didn't get it off.
Down to the 4 teams.
That's big right there. That's big.
We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with ETN, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Lawrence on the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A shotgun snap, and again to ETN, and he is met in his tracks behind the line.
Just can't get loose.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's spread them out right here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Lawrence.
Oh, hold on to that, baby.
Shot couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Hopefully that wasn't too much. Oh no, that should be good with the backspin. Let's go.
Nice
Good
job
punt.
here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Huntley. He'll swing this out. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it.
Go.
And he brings this one back. A fumble return.
Let's go, baby. That ball was out. Who stripped
So
him?
a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense.
What a huge play by this defense. Duval. Is that Josh Allen that stripped that? Oh, baby. What a game-changing play. I think it was Josh Allen stripping him.
loss that caused.
Unbelievable.
Try now for Patterson. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the conflict, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and they score the other way. A fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter. Finished with over 300 yards on the night. Later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back,
Get that shit out of here, Tyler Huntley. That ain't gonna work against me.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley, he'll dump this off complete.
Let's go.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Get out of here.
Broken up. Contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now ETN to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had
Just
time
can't
to
block
look
him
up
up
before he
front.
was planted in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. Throwing left side.
Let's go, ETN. You're a beast. You're a beast, ETN.
Yards the pick up there.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Oh, yeah, Trevor.
16 yards there and a 1st down again. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
Beating the Ravens at their own game.
For a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option.
Tough.
Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will extend their lead even further. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave them now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw. Huntley.
Let's go.
For Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Read that like a book.
Picks it off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Read you like a book, Huntley. Duval. Duval. What a performance by this defense.
From this unit, and to this point, they've delivered.
Let's go.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and that will increase their lead to 28.
Hey, Dolphins upset the Chiefs. We get another home game here next week. Let's go.
And now the kick is away.
Duval, baby.
Touchback. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ballgame, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football.
Good play call. Let the ball roll on me.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's gonna lose
Huntley's just not good enough to run the Lamar offense. It's just
brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think they're both going to be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Huntley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to
let's go, Josh Allen.
about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part
I love
of the
it.
fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there if it were me.
Gotta try it here. He's back to
Oh no, they got me.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Huntley able to locate
No way.
here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps. Challenge flag making it.
Take a look at that.
Not liking what he saw there. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
That's Lamar. That's a touchdown, no doubt.
There, but it leads to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this won't do it. He needed 6. Halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards.
No,
Won't get there.
he didn't get that.
They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first
go.
down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's got room. And he's brought down.
Boy, Hasty.
Across the 20-yard line.
Good little run right there, Hasty.
Go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's
the boy Jones.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought
Oh boy,
down
Hasty.
at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Slot man moves right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Caught by Jones. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
A give to ETN running right.
Attaboy.
Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. 14 yards. And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend
Duval. What a performance.
Extra point by Patterson. Up and good. This one was over a while ago as it's out. the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Huntley. That's into the hands of Crochet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Muma.
He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
It's a clean touchdown over there, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Huntley. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 15. And this one incomplete.
Should be grounding.
Feet of his receiver.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Huntley. And a throw there going to be incomplete. At this point,
Kick a field goal. Really?
They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out.
Missed it.
And this
Good.
is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good.
Just gonna let me knee this out, Harbaugh.
Well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far.
Duval County, baby. We're going to the AFC Championships. The first time since Blake Bortles is on the team. You know Blake's looking down on us. Unbelievable.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
You know, some will say we caught a break playing this Ravens team with no Lamar, but you can't deny this ass kicking. I mean, our defense really set the tone. Offense came out red hot, aggressive on our first 2 drives, picking up 2 crucial 4th downs, putting up 14 early, and making Huntley play from behind.
Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
Doug Peterson came in with a game plan, and boy did it work. We're probably going to go play the Chiefs next week, but you never know. I'll keep the stream on. We'll sim it through to see if the Chiefs win. Let's look at some stats. Lawrence. He was good, man. Really good. Etienne couldn't get much going on the ground. Hasty looked good, but Lawrence hit some good ones on some read options. Really spread it around nicely. You know. Marvin Jones, that one reception was big though. Etienne is he's just an all-around player. Maybe not so much between the tackles, but we really couldn't block them up front. It wasn't his fault. Defensively, wow. Trayvon Walker, 4 tackles for loss. We were just living in the backfield. They tried to run the Lamar Jackson offense, and he just doesn't have, Tyler Huntley didn't have the speed for it. We were too fast for him. Allen was huge. He stripped. They gave it to Alucon, but it looked like Allen was the guy that stripped Dobbins and gave us that scoop and score, which really put the game away. Just 24-0 second half. Three for 3 on 4th down. I mean, just a great performance. We'll keep it here. Hit all our goals. Ooh, +1 speed is huge. Alright. See what happens. Wow. The Dolphin. Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson pretty much outdueled Mahomes. That's crazy. Tyreek Hill revenge game. They're up 17-3 at half. Chiefs tied it. Looks like the Dolphins maybe got a safety to win this game. No turnovers. Crazy. Okay, who won the other one? Cowboys. So Cowboys, Eagles. Jags get another home playoff game, baby. Damn, the Cowboys came out and put it on. This was a fun game. Dak was out of his mind. Dime struggled a little bit. Crazy, man. I mean, the Jags, we might be favored to go to the Super Bowl now. Crazy. Never saw it coming. I mean, when I took over this Jags team, I figured, okay, toss-up game against the Chargers, round one. Win or lose, we'll probably have to play Buffalo. And then there's just been so many upsets in the AFC. The Dolphins just beating the Bills and Chiefs of Skylar Thompson on the road. I mean, it almost happened in real life. It did. But then even the Niners got upset. Ravens upset. I mean, the Bengals would have been a much tougher matchup for me. Interesting stuff. I'm not sure when I'll play this. I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so maybe I'll take my PlayStation with me. I don't know, but we'll see. But Skylar Thompson, I don't know if Tua will be back for this. But with Skylar Thompson playing the way he has, they could stick with him, man. He's been good. So, it's fun stuff.